All right, everybody. Just wanted to come on here and shoot this quick video. We talk about placing your loved ones into assisted living, and just wanted to share some things to consider because when that time of life is upon you and upon your family, there's a lot of things that are happening at one time. It's like juggling and spinning plates. So some of the things I wanted to bring up that people may want to consider and think about that comes along with those decisions is, once you get through the process of uh, trying to get your parent or loved one to accept the fact that it would be of their best interest to at least visit an assisted living community and understand and realize what they may be saying no to. But part of these solutions that we provide here at CareQuest is not just assisted living placement services. Some of the things we also help families with, and these are things you need to consider and pay attention to, is what do you do with the home? What do you do with all the stuff in the home? We have vendors in place that we help families with estate sales, with decluttering, to where in essence, all you need to do is just get the things out of the house that you need to move your loved one into assisted living, and we'll place you with the right people that provides those services, so it takes that burden off your plate. But beforehand, we want to make sure, and some of the other solutions that we provide is, do you need to speak with an elder care attorney? A lot of families don't prepare for these days, more so than not. So we have relationships with elder care attorneys to put your family with those professionals to make sure your estate is in order, that you're not making decisions too soon, that maybe you should do some things and plan and prepare before you move into assisted living. Obviously, when in a case of emergency where there's a stroke, a fall, to where your loved one has to go into assisted living, they have no choice but to go in then. But still, you will need that guidance and that service from a professional attorney. Also, some overlooked things is maybe the one of your parents was a VA, a veteran. There may be some benefits there that is being overlooked. Uh, Medicare, there's some waivers and some solutions there. We have vendors that specialize in that. So the point being is CareQuest Solutions, it's solutions for a reason. We try to be all, the cogs in the wheel, so to speak. If you just envision a bunch of, like a watch, every moving part has a purpose and a place for it. So we try to help navigate families through that by sitting down with them and making sure that everything's in place to not only relieve the pressure that you're facing as a family, but to give you counsel, guidance, and suggestions, not just from our own personal experiences here at CareQuest with our families, but just from the people that we've developed relationships with in the senior niche space. There's a lot of professionals that have resources available that families aren't aware are available. As been mentioned before, there are some national placement agencies out there online. They dominate the online space, and a family member may unknowingly go and just fill out a form, not realizing that information is going to be blasted out to the relationships, the communities that these national companies have relationships with, and you're going to get bombarded with calls. And unfortunately, they register that. And for 3 years, if you show up and place your loved one into that community, they expect to get credit for it. It's a bizarre um, business arrangement, but that is the reality of it. I'm not saying they're horrible, but it's just not the way we approach things. We would rather spend the time with the family. We don't share your data. It's only shared with the recommended communities that we want to, have you consider having your loved one reside at. So we're with you along every step of the way, actually go on the tours with you as well. So we're with you from the beginning to the end. And really, your family's journey is our journey along with you. So just be careful. That can backfire in a way to where you come across another placement agency, not just ourselves. There's a lot of good placement agencies here in the Atlanta market, and there's been some that we have a podcast show with, and maybe you would prefer using their services than ours. We're just here to be advocates. We really are. We hope we can earn your business and you will give us the opportunity. But the point of us is to just connect people with resources to truly make a difference in your family's life, because it's not fun. It's not easy when you're dealing with being a caretaker and having to make these decisions of placing your parents or your loved ones into assisted living. So anyway, just wanted to come on here real quick and shoot this video to kind of give an overview of some of things you need to consider when it comes into making these decisions. And maybe it would be the best time is to have in-home care. We have plenty of companies that we have good relationships with that we can provide in-home care solutions for your loved ones, to where if they can still live at home and stay in place, then that would be the first choice. Obviously, like my mom and dad want to stay at home as long as they can, even though we realize that it would be of their best interest socially and health wise to be able to go into assisted living. But they are able to be on their own. We do have a couple of nurses that stays with mom every night. So anyway, lots going on, lots of decisions that you're having to make as a family. We are here to help in any capacity that we can. So just make notes of some of these things that I've brought up, and hopefully it will help you and your family as you're navigating this difficult journey in your life. If we could be of service or be of help, we would love to be of assistance. So until next time, take care.